natural history just doesn't have to be like that anymore. Hang on a minute, what exactly is natural history? Well, it's not half as pompous as it sounds, and it's a huge subject that includes just about everything natural found on this planet. That includes plants, animals, geology, and even minerals. Now, I've been into natural history ever since I could crawl, creep, swim, fly, but it doesn't matter. My earliest experience is when my dad took me up to Scotland and showed me dippers, which are amazing little brown birds which actually plunge into the Highland Rapids. Now, of all the places that are probably the most inspirational of all, this place is, the Natural History Museum. It is stuffed to the gunnels with mammals, dinosaurs, plants, fossils. It just goes on and on. When I was a kid, I became very much obsessed with natural history, and my friends actually thought I was a bit mad. At that stage in life, it was just a hobby. Now, when I got to university, I started realising I'd spent my entire life justifying this hobby to my friends and relatives who still thought I was completely and utterly bonkers. And I started a thing called the Bug Club. And that was a club for kids, showing them how creepy crawlies actually look to me as a kid. They actually are pretty interested. They're not the sort of thing you want to put a boot on. When I left university, I finally got a job working with butterflies in the field. So that was pretty perfect, actually chasing butterflies and getting paid for it. And that quickly led on by a series of accidents. I wrote lots of letters to the BBC saying, "Dear BBC, I want to work for you." And I got there eventually, and now I'm presenting the Really Wild Show. A feather and a stone. Now, if I drop these at exactly the same time, which one do you think will hit the ground first? As you can see, the natural world is absolutely enormous, and as a naturalist, you certainly can't get bored of it. But you don't have to come to a special place like this museum to be one. In fact, to get into natural history, you can start in your own back garden. And where do TV presenters go? Well, they have to make do with the Blue Peter garden. And here's my 5 top tips on becoming a naturalist.
Number 1.
Learn to use your senses, not just your eyes, I mean all your senses. Use your ears. A lot of British birds, for example, can be identified from their song alone. But don't just do the obvious things like smell the flowers. Actually find leaves and that and break them open, see what they smell like. And explore every possibility. Have you ever had a snail crawl across the palm of your hand? That's brilliant. There's one sense I'll be a little bit careful about using, and that's your sense of taste. It's generally not very good, and you might poison yourself if you go around eating various members of the British fauna and flora.
Number 2.
Naturalists have a complete and utter mastery of junk. You don't have to have any flash equipment. For example, if you're going out on a walk, take a plastic bag with you. These are very useful for putting any goodies you might find in, and they fold up to just about nothing in your pocket. The humble jam jar is also extremely useful. This one I'm using to keep a little beetle I've found. I'm going to take that back and identify that. But there is one item of equipment that would be very useful to have. If you can afford it, get yourself a good pair of binoculars. It'll be worth it in the end.
Number 3.
To be a good naturalist, you've got to be pretty good at making observations. Unfortunately, I'm pretty forgetful, and that's where one of these comes in, a natural history diary. Well, it's more of a scrapbook, really. In it, you can stick things you find, or jot down things you've seen, or things you can't identify immediately. It's also a very good record for the future, too.
Number 4.
Hang out with people that share the same interest as you. Now, that would often mean checking out your local wildlife trust, and you can find details of them in your local library. You'd be surprised at how much information you can get from someone else with lots of experience. And never, ever be afraid to ask the question, what was that?
Number 5.
It's extremely useful to have understanding parents, and here are mine looking very understanding indeed. Over the years of me being a budding young naturalist, they had to put up with giant silk moths in the wardrobe, ants in the bed, and stick insects on the ceiling. And also, I continually disrupted their rockery looking for bugs underneath the stones. Oh, and there's a tip for free. When you finish looking at things, always put them back.
Thanks very much, Nick. Some top tips there, and you can catch Nick, Michaela and Howie in The Really Wild Show every Thursday on Children's